So in this video, we are going to show you trail cam captures what no one was supposed to see. The video is going to be amazing, so make sure you stick to the end. Unusual haircut. There's no questioning the fact that the iconic white-tailed deer of North America are some of the world's most recognized and beloved of all deer species. With their flighty nature and sweet appearance, they fascinate and intrigue us, and we love catching stolen glimpses into their weird solitary world. They are the smallest and most widespread deep species in the Americas. And the species even found international fame with its most iconic member, ever Bambi. One of the things that possibly attracts us the most about these hoot creatures is the set of horns that adorn their heads. However, rare instances of dog-growing antlers have been observed. Amazingly, buck antlers are among the fastest-growing tissues in nature, capable of growing up to an inch or more per day during peak periods. The winner takes it all. The animal kingdom is sometimes pretty gruesome, and this is where survival of the fittest becomes clear. It's a well-known fact that deer males usually fight, and with those antlers, it can quickly become a gnarly business. But nothing could have prepared us for what these trail cams caught. In a snowy scene, we see a deer casually strolling by, but it is immediately clear that this is no ordinary deer. On top of its antlers rests its latest victory, and when we get a closer look at the head, we see it as carrying the entire skull, antlers, and all of another deer on its head. This grotesque image is one of the most unique things that has ever been caught on camera, but it is certainly also one of the most unsettling. Wrong way around. Deer are usually pretty frightened creatures, but these next trail cam clips prove that some deer have now had enough of being intimidated by coyotes, and they have turned the tables on these sneaky predators. These trail cams caught instances where coyotes approached deer in hopes of an easy meal. But they got the shock of their life when the deer went full attack mode and instead took to chasing them down. This strange behavior is not something we see very often, but it proves that you can't take a single thing for granted in the animal kingdom. Glowing orbs. Arguably the strangest thing that trail cams regularly pick up is these inexplicable floating orbs that appear in these next few clips. And we are no closer to the bottom of this mystery now than when this obscure phenomenon was first captured on trail cameras. Some believe it might be some alien apparition or ghoulish floating light, while skeptics have tried to explain these floating orbs away as dust particles or bugs. When the footage is compared and analyzed, scientists are still stumped as to what could be causing these inexplicable floating lights, making this one of the most puzzling and strange trail cam mysteries that we have still not been able to solve. Does a bear itch in the woods? Trail cameras are a great way to capture candid moments of wild animals when they think no one is watching. These next few clips show something that seems to pop up on trail cameras, quite often bears indulging in a good old back scratch. As it turns out, bears are suckers for back scratches, but we can hardly blame them. Bears will take any chance they can to give themselves a nice scratch as soon as they find a tree that hits the spot. If you are lucky enough to set up your trail camera right in front of a tree that has the perfect back scratching shape, you are in for lots of adorable footage of animals doing hilarious human-like things. This trail cam footage stands out for its adorable wholesomeness, as all these clips show these furry friends merely having the best of times. Before we move on, support us by hitting subscribe and the bell icon to get notified when we post new videos. Now let's get back to our topic. Bent out of shape. Some mutations and deformities occur frequently in nature, and this trail cam in Texas caught an unusual deer in a snapshot where we can see that it has some sort of mutation that makes its antlers appear bent out of shape. The footage of the afflicted deer has unsettled many of the residents of the town, as many citizens quickly became fearful of the deer that looks like it has a zombie tumor growing on its head. No one has been able to explain what caused the gnarly appearance of the deer's antlers, but many people are very concerned about the poor creature. Whatever is making this deer appear so deformed is unknown as of now, but we can only hope that it is not harmful to the deer, and heavens forbid that it might be a zombie disease growing, in which case we hope it never makes it to us. Lampard leaps into air. Hilarious footage was posted in July 2020, showing an unsuspecting big cat that was drinking from a waterhole when one of its mischievous siblings crept up on him and gave him the fright of his life. The Lampard cub instantly leaped over a meter into the air, so much that it in turn scared herself too. As a result, the poor cub kicked the tree and partially crashed its legs into the waterhole. After all, things could have turned out much worse if the cub had reacted aggressively. Front row seats. In this bizarre footage caught on camera, we see a fox who is enjoying his front row seats to badger squabbling. The badgers do not even appear to be aware of the fox's presence, as they are so caught up in their tussle, but the fox does not seem to have any intention to move as he is intently watching the furry bra. This is some of the most unusual trail cam footage we have seen though, and it is unique moments like this that make trail cams such a popular option for wildlife watching. The adorable encounter also shows just how apparent the personalities of animals can be when they are caught in candid moments like these. Baby doll. Live streaming trail cameras were set up in your small road in a beautiful forest and captured this ghostly footage one beautiful autumn day a few years ago. The video was taking you to the small city of Jonesboro in Indiana, and we can see a baby doll on a bright green baby chair that has just been left in the middle of the road. No one has in sight. Everything is still eerily silent. There is not even the faintest of breezes to ruffle the leaves in the trees. Everything seems strangely frozen in time. The woodlands are still as beautiful as a painting, with a strange object in the middle of the road looking about as out of place as you would expect it to. The creepy doll seems to be staring straight at the camera when suddenly it topples over violently as if pushed by some strange unseen force. Nutcrackers. Trail cam footage of squirrels acting nuts is one of the most common things camera owners catch on their cameras. But the adorable way that these furry critters play remains one of the cutest and sweetest things we have ever seen. These next clips show the cute moments where squirrels get the equivalent of pet zoomies, and we can't argue that this is some of the most endearing footage we have seen that was captured on trail cameras. If you love nature and watching the habits of these cute little critters in your neighborhood, then getting a trail camera will be one of the best investments. You will get endless joy from these cute moments of squirrels jumping up and down and chasing each other to their heart's content is just what we need to cheer us up on a rainy day. Wolf pack. A trail cam set up in an undisclosed part of the woods captured an incredible and terrifying sight one dark, snowy night not too long ago. Captures such like these remind us of how just amazing these tiny devices are, and they allow us to capture scenes in nature that we could not have ever experienced in person, nor would probably have won a tail. The last thing any traveler wants to come across while hiking through the woods is a pack of these fearsome creatures, but now we can experience the thrill of seeing them up close without any of the danger typically involved. Most of the time, trail cameras tend to capture the fleeting images of a lone wolf or to silently traversing the wilderness, and very rarely are we treated to the sight of an entire magnificent pack. So that's it. Please like, share, and comment with your thoughts below if you liked this video. Remember to subscribe to see our next video. Stay safe, and we will be back soon with another video.